might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Duke Blue Devils. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside, it's Shepard. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. RPO complete. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Nicholas. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Straight ahead, it's Shepard. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Cobb. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Stepping to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to make one miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're all over him. And they got him.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be dropped.
Interesting play call there, right? You gave up a sack on the first play, so now these D-ends are licking their chops. And you let them get a free rush at the quarterback because you've set up the screen. They're thinking, we're going to get back-to-back sacks. Just throw it right over top into the running back. You get some of those yards back now, at least giving you a chance here on 3rd down.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Taken down right away. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Escapes trouble. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Back's got it on the screen. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. Not interested. Do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going? And do they try to force it here?
Makes the catch at the 35. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Shepard. There he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Caught on the RPO. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Spins away. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Hits the hole. It's Cobb. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Trying to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again, fighting off the defender. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Shepard. And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Drives inside. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Tight end now in motion. Play action on 1st down. Right side, it's Kane.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a give to Washington. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Cobb. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
Under pressure. He's going to take off. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Quick give. It's Shepard. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's got the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take a deep shot here. Snatches it on the right. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And I love it when quarterbacks attack the whole field. Nice job using the sideline. When you attack the middle of the field, those safeties very much get involved. So do the linebackers. You get a lot of one-on-one matchups towards the outside. Nice job throwing it towards the sideline and the receiver making the big play down the field.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Still looking. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll give it to Washington. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Changing the routes with his receivers. The run inside. It's Shepard. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Blue Devils in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Nimrod.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He's out past the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Kane. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. From the red zone, it's Cobb. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a give to Washington. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Left side is Shepard. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes it from the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. Oh, what a cut! The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Can't get him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brown wants to pass. Rushes on. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. Auburn lines up quickly.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is going to be a tough field goal try, 55 yards and from the left hash. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Shepard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
From the gun, it's Shepard.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Snapped on fourth down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that looking long. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long right here. Brown will throw it. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Long way to go on second down. Keep it on the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. That's caught. It's Moore. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They'll line up for a second down play. It's complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Second and long here. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Campbell. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Right back to the well. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And now they'll be able to stop the clock just one more time. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Break. Lily.
Brown wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page in time.
Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game.
He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. You got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, 2 guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.